Hey there, Sorry here. Back to the depths of chaos. We're doing the team party composition clears. This time we're going to do an evocation party, and the only two of these trials that have the evocation party mission are Dark Nike, as you can see here. That's the human and fairy, which you saw me take down with my rebellion team a few days ago. And then Dark Phycodurus, which is an aquatic boss. It's the one that kind of looks like a leafy sea dragon. This one's probably the more difficult of the two, so I'm going to start with this one using the evocation team. You see there's also a Blessing of the Crystals, which I haven't completed yet. I think the only two I haven't done yet are Gathering team and Blessing team, so I'll get those done eventually and post those whenever I get around to it. But for now, we're focusing on evocation. I'm not going to bring a friend unit, but you certainly can bring friends to this one. So, if you're not getting it done using this team composition and strategy, and you need more damage, bring a friend. Bring your friend Tyvis, a friend Roka, any strong evocation unit you have on your friends list, just bring them in and use them to help you get across the finish line. Now I'm going to be using the exact same team for both fights. I'm not even going to swap gear around. The only thing I'm going to swap are some Espers, specifically on Leftia, because right now she's got a Leviathan Esper for a couple of reasons. One, for the Aquan Killer, the magic Aquan Killer. Two, for the Bar Waterga, which we're going to need for this boss. Okay. But yeah, obviously I'll give her a different Esper for human killers when we get to Dark Nike. Now, this is obviously a light team. We've got Tyvis, he's a light damage unit. Lefty also light. Tsukiko has light in her kit. Fina obviously is like a light support unit. Lena's really just there for the breaks. The only reason Lena is on the party is for her 88% full break on her brace shifted LB. That's what she's here for. But Fina is definitely very swappable, and in fact I would recommend swapping her for this clear against Phycodurus, because we don't have an Aquan Killer on our team. So if you wanted to, you could very easily put Lord of the Seas Nicole in her place, and you'd have an Aquan Killer, because the only thing she's really doing here is she's doing the full buff, right? The full buff and the LB damage buff for the party. Everyone else has their own sort of light support already in their kit. So Lord of the Seas Nicole is very easily, could replace her and then give everybody an Aquan Killer. Now I will say I do use her to give Tsukiko a 100% light amp, but honestly I don't think that's really all that necessary. It's not a deal breaker. So Lord of the Seas Nicole could definitely be a better swap here. Lefty is also very, very swappable with any other strong evocation damage unit you might have. Say you've got Esper Roka, throw her in there, even though she's dark and we're going light. It's fine. She's very strong and she should definitely do more damage than Lefty does. Lefty does piss poor damage. I'm not even gonna lie. Pretty bad damage. You could do like what's her name, Siren Yish or Dragon Lord Roos. Again, they're different elements, but it doesn't really matter. They're strong units, and they should help you do comparable damage to what Leftia is going to do here. Now you notice that Leftia and my Fina are both EX3. Yours do not have to be, but I would recommend them being EX2. Okay, if you want to follow this clear, but they don't need to be EX3. I'm not going to use them in any way. Like I'm not going to use their SLBs on turn 3 or anything like that. So you don't have to worry about that. Tsukiko is here for support, obviously for the light and peril field, which could theoretically be replaced by Kistis, but Tsukiko also has a lot of other cool support stuff in her kit, which you'll see me use during this fight. So I would definitely recommend using Tsukiko, even if you only have her like EX1. That's fine. That's fine. All right, let's take a look at the gear real quick. So in her normal form, Tsukiko can have basically whatever. The only thing I would recommend putting on there is Magic Boost Plus, so that she can do a mag store. You get that from Dark Rain. In her brace shift form, however, you're building her for full-on mag and evocation damage. So I think she's the only one that's actually doing evocation damage on this party, which is kind of funny. Everyone else, even though they're quote-unquote evocation units, are not using evocation damage. But anyways, just building her for full-on all that jazz. And then she can use the free Earth card because she's an Earth tagged unit, so that is fantastic. And she's just going to be using her light chaining move. Lena in her normal form can be whatever, doesn't matter. In her Brave form, I just kind of built her. I literally hit optimize and then push the HP button, which is why it gave me a bunch of HP stuff. I did replace the hat with Hairpin of Purity for ailment resistance, and then I gave her Perfect Provocation so that she's my provoke unit. First rate Treasure Hunter to make her charm resistant, because on the Dark Nike fight there will be some single target charm, so she will provoke that and be resistant to it. And then I also gave her Warrior's Bulwark. This is for the Stalwart Heart ability, which we will be using for stop resistance in this particular fight against Phycodurus to make sure nobody gets stopped on turn 4. All right. And then, yeah, so again, you don't have to have Jet Shot card on it. That's just for bulk. But yeah, you do whatever you need to do to just kind of bulk her up a little bit. Fina, again, is like whatever. As you can see, I didn't even really bother to build her. I did give her Hairpin of Purity for ailment resistance, but that's pretty much it. And yeah, she's just here for support. Tyvus, in his normal form, I had originally built him for using his MP scaling sort of like Meteor Nuke ability, but I found it was so much easier just to use his Brave Shifted LB and just to like chain it up with other folks. It was just so much easier doing it that way, and so I opted to do that. So I didn't really, I don't have him built for that, for his MP Nuke in this form. You could if you wanted to, but I think it's much easier to go this route. So in his Brave Shift form, this is where we're concerned with the damage for the most part. Rundurine is great because it does Aquan killers. Magister's Ring for Chain Cap boost. He's got some Spirit Killer to finish capping that up. He's got his own Vision card because he's EX3, but if yours is not, just put the best Vision card you have on him. So he's maxed out on everything. Aquatic Killer, and then also Human and Fairy Killer for the Dark Nike fight coming up later. So he is good to go. So Leftia, yeah, Lefty's got the special rod that came with her event, or not the rod, sorry, staff. She uses staves, not, you could use the Dark Vision staff. I think there's a Dark Vision staff that has like 400 mag on it, but this one, I think this one honestly works even better because I think this one does 1,000 static on it. Yeah, 1,000 static mag, so this one might actually be better anyways. Cryo Scrunchie for ailment resists. And then, yeah, just a little smattering of some killers here. I could swap that Spirit Killer out and put another Aquan Killer in there so that she's capped on Aquan, but I honestly just don't care. Too lazy. But she is maxed on Fairy, and then she will be maxed on Human when I swap Espers around. Okay. And then I gave her Ibarra's Vision card for the Chain Cap boost. So if you don't have Ibarra's Vision card, somehow give her Chain Cap boost, and that's all she really needs there. All right, this is the party. Like I said, if you need a friend unit to help you get across the finish line, bring a friend, all right? But I'm not. I'm just getting in here to get it done. All right, so Tsukika will start Blessed Omomori for the Imperils. Prayer of Purification is fantastic because it's going to get rid of all those Imperils that the boss just did on us. So the boss imperils you to Water, Wind, and Earth, and then uses Water, Wind, and Earth elemental attacks. So by getting rid of those Imperils, that should reduce the damage. Plus, Prayer of Protection does a full buff, and 50% general mit, 50% magic mitigation for 5 turns. Fantastic. Love this unit. Alright, Lena's going to do a Brave Shifted LB for the breaks. Fina does her LB for the buffs, because we're going to do a little chip damage here. Alright, this is just to make sure that we kill the boss on turn 5, because this boss's gimmick is that it does a Mighty Guard on this turn that lasts until turn 5. So the boss will have like a huge defense and spirit buff, and you just basically wait, twiddle your thumbs till turn 5, and then nuke it. All right, so we're gonna do a little chip damage now though, just to make sure we get across the finish line on turn 5. Okay, pretty typical, like usually 10 or 11% there. All right, here comes the magic damage. There's the Mighty Guard. All right. Alright, so you see our party is doing fine. Now to make sure we continue to take very little damage throughout the fight, Lena is going to do Bar Eroga, which she got from Tetrasylphid. Fina is going to do Bar Stonga, which she gets from Titan Esper. Leftia is going to do Bar Watergut, which she gets from Leviathan. So now we have our water, earth, and wind elemental buffs. Alright, Tsukiko is going to do another Prayer of Purification, Maiden's Consecration Light, and Purging Mandala Light for the Light Imperil field. Alright, Tyvis is going to do Enlightga, Not Giving Even an Inch, Battlemaster's Field, and we'll do Fertilgus Sverd. Don't even know if I pronounced that correctly. Probably not. All these Nordic names, I'm probably butchering them. Okay, so now you see the incoming damage is practically nil. Doesn't even eat through the barriers. Okay. Leftia on this turn is just gonna do like some of her support skills. That's all we really care about. We'll just do some Protectica, Shelga, just to make sure we take very little damage. We're gonna do Stalwart Heart on this turn. Make sure we are stop resistant for next turn. Fina will do Elemental Power Light on Tsukiko, Delightful Glow, and Brilliant Veil. Tsukiko is going to charge up her her light skill with Solar Flare. Tyvis, he can just do actually he'll do Double Medine. Oh, we're going to shift. Glad I caught myself. Okay, we'll do Double Medine Sverd, followed by a Lice Scare, and then Fill LB. Okay, so this will probably do another like 3 or 4% maybe. Yeah, so like 4% there. Not too bad. And there you go, we're still taking very little damage. Thanks to the elemental resist buffs and all the mitigations, and we've removed our imperils, so all good there. Alright, now we can set up for our burst, because the Mighty Guard is going to go down at the end of this turn. So we'll just do Elemental Burst Light, Carbuncle Blast, and Glance Einstag. Make sure that's the last thing you do for the Mag Store. Fina will use her SLB. Lena can just guard. Tsukiko is going to come back to normal and do Magic Boost Plus for the Mag Store. Alright, Tyvis, Elemental Burst Light, Medine Sverd, and no one could stand against us. Sorry about that. Had to step out of the room for just a second. All right, so we are set up, ready to go. We're basically just going to do LB, LB. Tsukiko does her Magnus back in her Bray Shift form. Okay. Shining Karmic. Lena can honestly just guard. Fina will just do triple Resolute Arrow. Okay. And yeah, so let's just chain this thing up and we should knock this thing out easy peasy. There you go. And that's how you kill a leafy sea dragon. 5.8. I think they only have like 5 billion, so we could have killed from 100% there, but if your team's not quite as strong, that's again why we do that chip damage on turn 1. Alright, let's see. So it should be, yeah, Tyvis leading the way, Leftia and Tsukiko just kind of cleaning up. Obviously, you know, Tyvus and Leftia alone did enough damage to kill the boss. But yeah, I mean, I think you could probably find better evocation damage dealers than Leftia to bring along with Tyvus there. So yeah, or just bring your friend Tyvus, like I said. And you should be just mopping the floor with this thing. So yeah, there we go. Now let's move on to Dark Nike. Alright, this is a human fairy. Already killed it with the Rebellion Party. And yeah, the only thing we're going to do here is I'm just going to switch Espers. Alright, so that Leftia now has... How much human? Yeah, so now she's capped on human killer. But she only has 275 fairy. That's okay. Like I said, I could swap that Aquan killer for a fairy killer, but I'm lazy and it's not necessary. So that's the only thing I'm doing. Just swapping the Espers. Everything else stays the same. Let's get in here and see how we get this done. Again, you don't have to have an EX3 Fina or Leftia to follow the strategy guide. This is going to be we're going to kill on turn 4. So an EX2 is perfectly fine for both of those units. Let's get her done. Alright, so Tsukiko, once again, Blessed Omomori, Prayer of Protection, and Purging Mandala Light. Lena, once again, does her breaks. Fina on this turn. Yeah, we're going to do her LB again on this turn. Leftia. Alright, she can do Jewel Beasts. Blah, 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 blah. And then protect and then I guess yeah, just hit the boss. Alright, Tyvus will do Enlightka, I guess Medine Blast, Battlemaster's Field, and yeah, we just go ahead and do War Strong Cell, why not? Okay, there's that single target charm I was talking about, which is why Lena has the charm resist. So as you can see, damage was inconsequential, didn't even chew through our barriers, so we are good to go here. Alright, Fina. It's going to do Elemental Power Light on Tsukiko, Delightful Glow, and Brilliant Veil. Okay, Tyvus is going to shift. Alright, do an LB. Leftia does LB. Tsukiko is going to charge up her Solar Flare, and Lena can discard. Okay. And yep, should be good to go. Let's just chain it up. This should do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, pretty good. Okay. And then we'll just do, so we're going to set up for a burst, let's burst light, double carbuncle and glance Einsteg. Alright, Tsukiko is just going to do, it's going to come back and do Magic Boost Plus. Lena can guard. Fina will do Barrier, double Resolute. Actually, we don't even need to do Barrier, do we? No, because the boss didn't do anything to us. So we'll just do Brilliant Veil and double Resolute. Do Elemental Burst Light. Oh, let's do Quad. Elemental Burst Light, Medine Sphere, Light Scare. Oh, we can't use all of this, can we? Okay. Can we do Elemental Burst Light, double Medine, and then... yeah, okay. So that's what we'll do. That's fine. All right. Oh wait, almost forgot. I do this every time. All right, Elemental Burst of Light, fill LB, Lice Scare, no one can stand against us. That's what we do, because we have to fill up his LB for next turn. I always forget because he's not an SLB unit. Okay, well, that should be good. So we'll send Lefty, Athena, and Tyvis, and that way his Lice Scare kind of falls in as a finisher. I hope it doesn't kill the boss, actually. It shouldn't, but there's a chance it might kill the boss. We'll find out. No, okay, I didn't think so. Alright, and now we just chain it up and kill. Athena does SLB, Tyvis, LB, LB, LB. Oh, let's come back with Tsukiko, Shining Karmic, and Lena just gets to stand and watch. Okay, so let's, yeah, let's do it. Alright. There you go. Yeah, 5.7. The boss only has 4 billion HP, so we're doing a lot of overkill there. Yeah, so that's how I got my Evocation party clears done. You know, if you're still struggling and you happen to have these units and you think you can pull this off, then hopefully this will be helpful for you. Yeah, Tyvis did enough damage all by himself, so you could easily drop Lefty altogether, and probably get away with just doing it with Tsukiko. So there you go. That, yeah, that says a lot, right? So yeah, that's how I got this one done. Well, like I said, I still have, I think, yeah, Blessing and Gathering category. So those are the two I still have yet to do. I'll probably do Gathering next, because I have an EX2 lock, and I'd like to use him for my Gathering team. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do for a Blessing. I don't really have a lot of Blessing of the Crystals units. Like, I don't have Richt. I do have like an EX1 Ace, but he's pretty old at this point. I don't know. I'll figure something out. But anyways, as I get around to them, I will post them for you guys. I may not get around to them today or necessarily over the weekend, but hopefully sometime next week I can get these out to you guys. So thank you so much for following me, and I will see you on the other side.